A devastating terror attack in Ganderbal has claimed the lives of 7 people, leaving 5 others injured. The National Investigation Agency has stepped in to take over the probe. With teams expected to arrive at the site shortly, security forces have cordoned off the area as investigations intensify to identify the perpetrators behind the attack. A major break news coming in this morning from J&K, where a devastating terror attack in Ganderbal has claimed the lives of 7 people while leaving 5 others injured. The National Investigation Agency, that's NIA, has stepped in to take over the probe, with teams expected to arrive at the site shortly. Now, security forces have cordoned off the area as investigation intensifies to identify the perpetrators behind this very deadly attack in the Ganderbal district of J&K. 7 people lost their lives while 5 others were injured in a terror attack in J&K's Ganderbal. The NIA has stepped in to take over the probe, with teams expected to arrive at the site shortly. The security forces have cordoned off the area as investigations intensify to identify the perpetrators behind the attack. Viewers, at this point, I'd like to bring in my colleague Arnab, who is joining us live from Gaganeer, and we also have Gursimran, who's joining us live. Arnab, coming to you first, tell us, our viewers, what is terror attack, the timeline about it, and the 7 lives, as we understand, have been lost at this point. Who are these? Are they tourists? Are they civilians? Are they locals? And who are the 5 injured as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We are here at the ground where the attack took place yesterday. If we'll talk about the ongoing operation which have been started yesterday, along with the special operation group of the Jammu and Kashmir police and the Rashtriya Rifle groups, and 7 people who lost their life here at this spot. In fact, my VJ can take you through these visuals. This is the actual spot where this attack took place, and this is the only road which leads to this bankers there where the laborers were staying on. And you can see close to this, there's the dense forests. That's why this operation is taking more time. I also want to mention it here. These visuals are deferred, and it will not create any type of hindrance to ongoing operation. And you can see here in the visuals, more reinforcement have been called by the forces, and you can see Jammu and Kashmir police officials, DGP, and other top-level officers are monitoring the situation closely from yesterday night, as we have seen that the 7 people have been killed so far, and 5 are critical who have been hospitalized in the Srinagar hospital. After that, we have seen that all the investigations are being done by the Jammu and Kashmir police. Also, NIA can come to this place for the investigation from any time now. After that, we have seen that the CCTV footage and other things are being also filterized by the joint security forces. And you can see here in the visuals, the special operation group of the Ganderbal police is here on the ground, and the cordon and search operation have been extended to other villages of the nearby attack spot. And you can see this is the main highway. Some meters from this highway, the attack was carried out by the terrorists, in which 7 people have lost their lives. No locals were targeted. We have also seen a couple of days before that the non-local was also targeted in the South Kashmir Shopian. But this time again, we have seen the terrorists have attacked the non-locals and civilians here again in the Kashmir Valley. It clearly indicates that this is a frustration among the Pakistan-based terror outfits, that how they are desperate to create disturbance in the Kashmir Valley, as we have seen the peaceful elections in the Kashmir Valley. But after that, we have seen that these kind of attempts are being made by the terrorists. Also, we have learned from the sources that the involved terror group has recently infiltrated from the North Kashmir areas, what we have believed from the sources, but there is no official confirmation. Also, if we'll take through these visuals, and you can see here in the visuals that the Rashtriya Rifle groups and other security agencies are here at the ground where the ongoing operation is going on. We have yesterday seen that the TRF has claimed the responsibility of the attack of this place, and if we will take you through these visuals, and this is the actual spot where Republic is showing you the visuals, and this is the place where the attack took place. In fact, media is not being allowed from this place because the operation is still going on, and they are asking to go back from the actual spot because it's not feasible, because the operation is still underway as of now. Yes, back to studios.
Thank you, Arnab, for those details. At this point, I'd like to bring in my colleague Gursimran, who's joining us live from Jammu. Gursimran, now this terror attack has come in the backdrop of the rather peaceful elections that happened, and with Omar Abdullah taking the oath ceremony as well last week. How does this reflect for the region? Because again, the terror attacks have been going on even after the peaceful elections. This was not expected. So any other information that we have at this point from the NIA and the security forces, and what measures have they taken?
See, if we speak of this attack, this is really very concerning for the security forces. Reason being that in the Kashmir Valley, there was a complete lull on the terror activities, except few terror incidents that have been reported. In the south of Kashmir, there has been a complete peace that was prevailing in central and the north Kashmir. So there was no point that the security forces were getting any of the inputs, though there were some inputs that the infiltration may take place, and that was why this counterintelligence grid was strengthened. But what now we are picking up, that there was no specific intelligence input regarding this passion of attack, this kind of attack taking place in the Central Kashmir. What has happened, as per the sources of Republic Media Network, in the establishment, they are telling us that this group is a freshly infiltrated group that has infiltrated from the North Kashmir. Possibly the route that has been taken is of Tulel route, and they were heading towards the South Kashmir. In between, they have got the directions from the Pakistan. Probably they have got it before infiltration or after infiltration, that is yet to be confirmed. They got the directions, and then they carried out this attack. This attack has not been done all of a sudden. This has been done after a proper recce of the area, because see, what the sources are telling us, that the location of this camp of where the laborers were putting up is on the both sides there is a dense forested area, and soon after carrying out the attacks, the terrorists have gone into the hiding in these dense forests so that they can escape from the security forces. Two terrorists are believed to be behind this attack. One terrorist was covered with a shawl, and he was holding his automatic gun inside the shawl. When he uncovered himself from the shawl, he opened the fire. Since all of those civilians that have been killed, they were without the weapons, so there was no retaliation that these terrorists have got, and that's why they were able to injure 12 people, out of which 7 have already lost their life, while 5 are battling with their life. Important to mention that the National Investigation Agency is now stepping in, as the teams are expected to visit anytime now.
Thank you, Gursimran and Arnab, for those details. Coming in from the ground zero, as the Ganderbal terror attack has claimed the lives of 7, the NIA is taking over the probe and are expected to reach the site shortly.